on television, on screen, or live in front of you is try to convey certain emotions. This is somebody who, at a young age, lost a lot of things, and then was able to go to a situation where he had those things back. And I think loss is something we all know about. It doesn't matter if you are dressed up as a superhero or an alternate universe. Everyone knows loss. Everyone knows anger. Everyone knows frustration. Everyone knows humility, embarrassment. Everyone also knows excitement. They know amusement. They know joy. I think our goal is to try to understand emotionally what's going on and do our best to use our tools to try to convey that, to try to convey frustration, loss, confusion, everything at once, you know, and sometimes that is a weird guttural scream, and other times it's through other paths, but that's our job as performers, and I think great performances, thank you very much for that, but great performances are revered so much and appreciated so much because it's really tough to do, and especially with a bunch of people watching. Like, a set doesn't look like what you see. It is very, very different, and it takes a lot of vulnerability because a lot of people see you looking vulnerable and looking weak and sometimes looking stupid and foolish, and it just takes the courage to try to get past all that and do what we do. But again, I play dress up for a living, so I'm very grateful to do so. I will take any chance I get to have that option, so thank you very much. Number 2. I like that the golf clap has settled down. We got 12 minutes left. I want to be able to get as many of these as I can.
So John, as your schedule gets busier and busier throughout your...
Busier? I'm retiring. What are you talking about?
Well,
my God, do you know something I don't? Anyway, keep going.
You're going to get a bit more acting, I think. I think that's what's going to happen.
I'm finished in this town.
But well, you might do another rap album, hopefully.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Just another day in the life. But listen, if you're going through your career now and you've been so busy and you've lived through that never give up mantra, what tips can you sort of give us? Not tips, but what do you do? Is there ever a time where you have self-doubt or burnout, where you're going through all of this at once, where you're wrestling, you're acting, you're doing everything? Is there ever a time where you think this is too much for me, or is there ever a time, and how do you deal with that burnout as the busier and busier it became?
Yeah, all the time. All the time, and I think every situation is different. I think that's what it comes down to. A lot of these questions are like advice-based, and again, who the F am I? I'm just up here doing this. I think every situation is unique and needs to be handled as it is. And I think once you begin to accept what goes on, you can ask questions about honest questions about what's going on, and then get to the core root of the problem and navigate the obstacle. I think it's very situational dependent. 3.
What is Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
So we went over this. Mount Rushmore is Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, Roosevelt, I think. Yes, absolutely.
Of wrestlers?
Thank you, exactly. Number 4.
Hello. My question is, of all I quit matches you ever done, which is your favorite?
Say again?
Of all I quit matches you ever done, which is your favorite?
Gosh, there was a very hard-hitting Texan by the name of John Bradshaw Layfield that beat the ever-living snot out of me in an I Quit match, but also he's not too bad a guy because he let me do the same to him. I think that's one of my favorite ones. Thank you very much for asking. Yes, 1.
Hi, John. Hi. I want to ask you something I used to wonder when I was about 8 years old.
Man, let's dive into your 8-year-old brain. Here we go. All right. It's not like a 13-year-old brain.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a different story. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so I'm from Bangladesh, and like, we don't have the time here to explain what you mean to me, but you meant a lot, and you still do. But when I was a kid, the only way to feel close to you was really through bootleg t-shirts and a bootleg My Time Is Now CD, because nothing used to make its way there, right? And I always used to wonder, does John Cena know that we exist? So the adult version of that question is, when did you realize that you've touched people all throughout the world and you're kind of known everywhere?
Oh, wow. Man, I don't even want to make a joke out of that question. That's really just flattering to say. I'm very grateful that for the longest time I was able to perform in a medium that is a universal language, physical performance. And you never know who's paying attention, right? I think that's really important. WWE is a global company, and honestly, I'm still surprised we go places and people are doing this. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand the impact. But again, if every single time I do this is as valuable and meaningful to me as the first time, hopefully when people pay attention, they feel good about it. So thank you very much for the kind words, and thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate you.
Thank you, I love you, man.
My question is, what motivates you to still stay consistently at the top of your game in both film and sports entertainment?
Well, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Like, I acknowledge dumb luck. Like, the opportunities that have come my way have been lucky. But here's my perspective on that. If you are prepared for luck to happen, you can make the most out of your luck, and you can actually begin to make your own luck. So I'm aware that it could be anybody. And making the most of my luck is at least gonna honor the opportunity when someone places a bet on me. I don't do any of this. Somebody today placed a bet on me to be here. So I wanna make every single person's moment meaningful and impactful. So the person who placed the bet on me feels good, and the person who placed the bet on me in our moment feels good. And I think that's infectious, and it just puts the math in your favor to have good karma. And I think if you can get that energy rolling behind you, you never know what can happen. But just be prepared, understand that a lot of it is luck, understand that nobody does it alone, and go like hell when they play the music, you know? Right on, 3. We got 7 minutes left.
We're gonna need some help with the microphone. Thank you so much.
Yep, there's a little mic adjustment there.
Height adjustment. Thank you.
Yep, we're gonna get him some lifts in the shoes.
He's gonna shy.
That's okay, it's all right. Honestly, I mean, from my perspective, you are directly behind the number 3 sign, so I can't see you.
He wants you to know, have you ever had any serious injuries doing wrestling?
Serious, a bunch of them, and just from being stupid, taking risks that I shouldn't have, not warming up properly, thinking I'm invincible. It is a very physical sport. I've had a lot of injuries and a lot of surgeries, and everyone has become from either lack of preparation and warm-up on my part, I was lazy, or taking a stupid risk that I thought I could do. In the back of my mind, I really knew I couldn't do it. So it's to all you independent performers out there, I've spoken to a few of you, the consistent advice I give, please be safe. Yes, you want to show the world what you can do in a capacity of stunt and athleticism. But if you're not safe, you'll do it once and you'll never do it again. So just please be safe out there if you're trying to vocation in the ring. 4 up top. 6 minutes left.
Hello.
Every second counts. Yes, right? We just got real in here. Come on now.
My question to you is that James Gunn said that Deadpool was supposed to be a cameo at the end of Peacemaker Season 2. How
Did
do you
he?
think... Huh?
Did he say that?
He did say that, yeah.
He said that?
Yeah, Deadpool
That
was
mother...
supposed to be.
We couldn't get Deadpool? Damn, it would have been dope to have Deadpool.
I know.
Why'd you do that to me, man? You sure he said that?
I'm sure it was the thing at the end of the show. He said...
It wasn't Shane Gunn or like some other Twitter handle? Bootleg James Gunn? I don't know, whatever. Okay, all right. So we were supposed to, according to James Gunn, have Deadpool in Peacemaker Season 2, allegedly. First time I'm hearing of this, but where's the question?
My question to you is, how do you think Peacemaker would have reacted with him?
Oh man, that would be fun to see, right? That's a main event poster I'd check out for sure. Peacemaker and Deadpool just rubbing up against each other. doing superhero stuff. You know, just, I don't know, those 2 guys, a gallon of brandy, and we just figure out where it goes. I hope it can happen. That would be pretty good. I'm gonna be PO'd at James Gunn the next time I see him when he gets Deadpool. Good question though. All right, boss, let's go.
What's your favourite WrestleMania match?
Favorite WrestleMania match. So usually a lot of people are like, what's your favorite match? And the answer is always the same. It's my next one because I will have a chance to reflect eventually, but I always like to look forward. You asked a great question because I don't have any more WrestleManias. So what's my favorite WrestleMania match? I was very fond of me versus The Rock in Miami because I thought being able to do a year-long build, which is very rare, and deliver an outcome that I don't know if a lot of people thought was going to happen was pretty decent. I got to give respect again to John Bradshaw Layfield because he allowed me to win a championship at WrestleMania in Hollywood. And I got to tip my cap to Big Show Paul White, who allowed me to pick him up in Madison Square Garden to win my first ever WWE Championship at WrestleMania and the US Championship. Those are my top 3. That's one away from a Mount Rushmore, which, as we know, is Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, Roosevelt. Excellent, that's a callback. Here we go. 3 minutes left.
Before my question, I just want to say you're my hero. I want to say a personal thank you for everything you've given the WWE for the past 23 years. And my
Dang. All right, right on. Okay. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you.
And my question is, out of all your rivals throughout the years, who's had the biggest impact on not just your career but your life?
Wow, man, you had to hit me with the second part. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, no, there's a lot. So I want to say Dwayne Johnson, and I'll tell you why. Because when I started to do what I thought was good business and try to do what's best for wrestling, I wasn't empathetic to the person I was talking about. So when you hit me with the last part when you said for life, I made some bad choices in the way I tried to wrangle up a main event, and I was not empathetic. And that is a great life lesson. If we can all just have a second, and man, when we're all feeling good, we're all happy, empathy's easy. But it's when we're a little bit short is when empathy's tough. And that storyline cost the friendship of somebody I cared about, which took years to mend. And I'm grateful for it. My takeaway was have more empathy and always try to see every person's journey before you go do something stupid. So thank you. Yes, 2 minutes left.
How's it going?
going
Just
well.
a quick question. How would you settle after a moment at like WrestleMania headlining? What's like your after show?
Oh, easy, but a couple pints of Guinness.
Me too.
Yeah. A couple pints of Guinness. Yeah. Quiet space. Maybe some food's involved. Who knows? Yeah. Just I think.
Food.
I don't know. Depends on where I'm at. If I'm here, I would go for an English breakfast, even if it's late at night. Yeah. I do like the black pudding. I think I might be the only person. No, honestly, I think after you get out of your own way of trying to be better, everyone who comes through the curtain is the same. I could have done this, I could have done this. Just relaxing and realizing that you had those moments is something, but WWE's finicky, right? Because WrestleMania has always been on a Sunday, or at least for my tenure. And then we got to do TV on Monday. So you get like a half an hour to enjoy, which is why I'm very much looking forward to December, because for the first time in my life, I'll literally be able to look back on 23 years of epic Sundays and kind of maybe process how I feel. You know, my goal is to always do the best I can and give you all your money's worth. I ain't perfect, but that's my goal. I try. But you don't have a lot of time to reflect. I land, we do 2 days here. I fly to New York. As soon as I land, I'm going to change into the jorts and run out the tunnel. And then, you know, we got to keep moving. So I'm very excited for my retirement, because for the first time, instead of looking in the windshield, I'll be able to check the rearview mirror for a second. But usually after the event, a pint or 2, 5, 20. Guinness, I don't know how they make the smaller cans in the States. It's not, it's the big cans. But yes, just some nice Guinness, good pour. Yeah.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Number 4.
Hi, John.
Hey.
Out of all the cameos you've like ever done across like Simpsons and Barbie and
Yes.
Birdman,
Yep.
what has been your favourite?
Oh gosh, there was a movie called Tour de Pharmacy. Check it out in 5 years. That's my favorite one. Man, it's just about a bike race. That's all I can tell you. But check that one out in a little bit. Tour de Pharmacy, that was one of my favorites. As they say in the stand-up business, that's my time, folks. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I hope you watched my last episode of Monday Night Raw in a few hours. It's going to be tomorrow at Madison Square Garden, and then we got Survivor Series in San Diego, and then of course DC. We're all going to close this chapter. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today. Thank you everybody for sitting through this.